From Desperate to Gourmet, the feta, cheese and lamb steak sandwich, trying to turn budget ingredients into something premium. Now, I spent about £16.40 on what you're seeing now. However, it should have been cheaper. For some reason online it was cheaper. But when we get into this, the £16.40 essentially comes to about £4.60 per sandwich. And then you can take off some of the cost because we're going to be using some of the ingredients as well in another video, which hopefully I will put in a card up in the top right corner. So let's just say it's about £3.60 to £3 per sandwich for what's being shown in this video. Let's get into it and also check out that other video.
Hello fellow surfers, welcome to Flavour Tasters. This review, by the way, is done in a practically empty room, so there might be a bit of an echo. I apologise for the audio. I'm just testing out to see what it would be like. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe, hit the notification bell, select all notifications, strike the like, share the content and all the good stuff. Lamb sandwich with feta cheese, organic feta cheese, and we have the mixed leaf salad and the red onion chutney sauce. I'm just gotta try and tear this because my knife work didn't seem to actually fit. But here's kind of a cross section. We'll do this as a food review. Whoa. It should be about £3.60 per sandwich. However, because we're going to be doing a leftovers, and a link or a comment kind of card will be up in the top corner to the next video when we release it. This will have leftover things, essentially the bread and the cheese and the chutney. This will go on to that one, so there should be a card up there. This is the sandwich, however, the main thing I wanted to talk about and see what it tastes like. And for £3.60, with the fact that we're going to make another video from leftovers, brings the price down to about £2.60, maybe slightly a bit more or less. So anyway, let's just get right into this. So looks quite nice. Sweetness to the sauce, the chutney.
Nice.
Toasted bread, a little bit tough. The bread is super stiff, firm, but if you like a crunch, I think you would need to like a big crunch, then this will be alright. We have cooked the lamb. It's a little bit still chewy, a little bit firm, so the firmness of the bread going to the lamb and this fresh salad. It's a little bitterness. I think that's to the cheese. And the chutney wasn't standing out as much as I was hoping with this sandwich anyway. It's alright when you start getting through the first bite. Not as bad crunch, but still crunchy. Will it go good with a pint of lager to wash it down? A bit dry, This is the Stella Artois. We've got a video review. Hopefully I'll put a link up there for this review. But let's see. It's not bad, but it's not adding or taking away. Big chunk of lamb. Stiff. Not as much sweetness or jamminess to the chutney. Which I wanted to have more. I put a lot on. But the chutney isn't standing out. I was hoping this would be a really good, like a really sweet flavour with like a savouriness kind of kick to it. From the cheese or the bread, but I mean the beer's nice cut through, but yeah, it's kind of lacking in the flavour, but maybe it's just so far. We'll see what's happening getting into it. I like the punch. It gives that bite. It gives it a bite. So I like the texture, and in that little bite, the chutney came out. Little bit of a reminder from Guy Fawkes Night, when you get like burlers and stuff. The toastedness from the edges. We're getting to a point where it's a nice oaty, cooked oatiness. Toasted oaty. But it's more bread. There's a sweetness now. Very lightly, you can tell there's leaf. Personally, I think you need more lamb in that. The beer cuts through. You probably need more lamb. Maybe it's a little bit more cheese for, and well, that went on the floor, for a little bit more substance. Like I say, I like the crunch. It's almost, you know, when you get like a rib, that kind of ripping, tearing texture. That's what I'm getting from the crunchiness of this. The fact that there's a bit of meat still in there adds that kind of flavour, texture. Obviously, this is the end part. The chutney, kind of like the sauce that you would get on the rib. Not perfectly like it, but It has a sweetness to it. Not too bad for a price, but needs a little bit more, in my opinion. But it may just be my cooking. Might be. If you like this video, subscribe, hit the notification bell, select all notifications so you can strike the like, share the content and all of the good stuff. We're trying budget stuff and I wanted to try a gourmet sandwich, but just maybe I'm missing just something in this added sandwich. I'm going to finish this off with this last bit of this and I'll catch you guys later. Peace! Don't forget to hit all notifications, that way stay up to date with all of the uploads. And I may do a live stream at some point talking about my health and my health walk and what I'm doing and stuff like that. Until then, I'll catch you later. Bye!